Hello there, everyone. This is Old Super 17 here, and let me for this like usual. I've now in this picture. This is not paid video. All right, okay. So this is gonna be a very complicated video. All right. As I already posted on my community tab about Naruto's and Sakura's relationship, Sakura's just using him. All right. She's just using him to try to get Sasuke to love her and all that, and she does not really love Naruto, so that's not the ship for this. All right. So basically, it's like when they're 13, so they've been dating for 3 years. So they started when they were 10, and they've been together. And Naruto was. She finally says yes to Naruto, and then he kind of, let's just say, he was he's straightening out his act. His chakra control is decent. It's in the middle. It's average. Everything has happened to him the same way. But the only difference is it's Ashura and Indira. He is both of their reincarnations, which I'm going to go into detail on them when we start this. But I just wanted to let you guys know that after that, we're technically going to go to the academy and everything else. And we're even going to see Anko a little bit in this, what if of this, the first part. So yeah, but just want you guys know, Sakura's not the ship. All right, I do not want to hear in the comments about Sakura, why her, or I don't want to hear like, oh, I'm not gonna watch this series, or I'm gonna unsubscribe, because some people have said that, and it's just like, okay. But so I still want to let you guys know, Sakura's not the ship. She is not the ship. She is gonna be the most hated person in this series. Naruto is gonna despise her, hate her. He is not gonna love her no more. And Naruto's age is gonna be very, very, very like young. She is 3 years older than Naruto, and she was like a prodigy in this. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. But anyways, this is what if Naruto was betrayed slash gave into hatred and was the reincarnation of Indira and Ashura. All right. Oh yeah, I also got he is gonna get the Sharingan because of Indira. He has the Sharingan, and so he is gonna have his own version. Imagine since since Indira was the since Madara was the incarnation of Indira, Indira has given Naruto his own Sharingan, which is a fusion between his Mangekyo is a fusion between the Nine-Tailed Fox eyes, Madara's eyes, and Indira's eyes. Alright, just imagine that. I'm probably gonna have to draw a picture for you guys to show you, but while I'm thinking of it, if you guys want that, I'll do that in my community tab. I'll put it on what it is. Alright, okay. I haven't drawn in a while, so it may suck, but who cares? Anyways, let's get into this video. Alright, so, as we're starting off, after the whole entire battle between Madara and, Hashirama, Madara's dead and all that, and Indira and Ashura's souls have moved on, basically their reincarnations, and they're about to be reincarnated again, as Indira just goes on the ground, saying he is tired of all this fighting, and Ashura runs over to him and says, "Brother, what's wrong?" As basically Indira's head just lifts up and says, "I'm tired of this fighting with you. I don't want this no more. I want it to stop, brother. I realize my mistake from my past. I should have never have looked down on you. I should never have looked down on father. I let power blind me. I finally realized it because of the my last reincarnation, Madara. I'm just so tired of everything. As basically in Ashura says, I'm glad you said that, brother. I'm very happy, actually. So, what? Because, how about this? We both go into. We both are part of my next reincarnation. As Indira says, Ashura, you know what that'll do? He goes, no, actually. But if you want this fight to stop, this endless bloodshed between us, this may be the only way. As basically, Indira reflects on Ashura's words as he agrees to it. And so, in the bright light that they both see, as they, hold hands like they were, as they have like a flashback to when they were kids, they both smile and says, let's go, brother. As Ashura said to Indira, as he nods, as they go through the light. And so, the Hotaru QB attack happened. Everything happened the same way. But the only difference is Naruto gets the full-on power of the Nine Tails. He does not get half. He gets the full-on power because Minato had too much power drained. He didn't have enough chakra to pull out all of it. I mean, he had enough chakra to pull out all of it, but he didn't have enough chakra to pull out half of it. It's some of it inside of him. So yeah. So after the besides that, everything goes exactly the same way until Naruto was 10. Like I said, Sakura finally said yes to him on the go out, and then he decided to change his ways a little bit. He has been training extra. He's been training a lot more. Sakura has been training with him. Her mother and father see Naruto as an actual person. That's QB. Some people are actually seeing Naruto as a person now. And Sasuke has been wondering why Sakura stopped being a fangirl over him, but so has Ino. But at the same time, Sakura was fangirling over Sasuke when Naruto was not around. She left him gifts and all that, and Sasuke just thought it was some random girl because Sakura did not leave a note or anything. And Anko has been watching over Naruto because of Danzo. Danzo has ordered her to watch over Naruto because she became a prodigy, even though everything had happened to her with Orochimaru the same way. She was a prodigy, it turned out, and she has been watching over Naruto after the day he kind of helped her out with these jonins. This was when he was 9, so she's 3 years older than him. So she was 12. Yeah, she'll be 12. And after that, she kind of may have saw Naruto differently. She knows about the whole entire QB and everything else. But she sees Naruto differently as he did not judge her or anything else. So, she was attracted to Naruto, but he was 3 years younger, so yeah. But anyway, she has, found out, she kind of told Danzo about Sakura. Danzo did not like what Sakura was doing, so he kind of wanted to prevent Naruto from ever getting mad or upset and try to destroy the village or leave the village. It's and Danzo has talked to Naruto. He has seen a side to Naruto that is not the QB. He is seeing two people on right behind him, and this is what Danzo sees of them, and it is just he does not feel hatred or fear from it. He just feels like this is somebody that he has to protect. So yeah, and so does the third Hokage see it. So anyways, though, that's enough explanation. Well, that background info and everything. We're starting to get into the part where Naruto's gonna leave. So yeah, so as Naruto basically is talking to Iruka. It's 7. It's about like let's see. Okay, let's see how many months I want it to be. He's gonna leave about like a couple of years, so he has like 3 more months. Yeah, he's let's say it's like the beginning of spring. Hold on, everyone. Nose bothering me. Alright, sorry. Yeah, okay. So it was about Aruka. Aruka has been, Naruto has stayed back to talk to Aruka because he has been impressed with Naruto's skills over the years, over the 3 years, and his grades went up exponentially, including the chakra control on him making practicing with the clones, which Aruka does see sometimes. He's very surprised about it, and he wanted to congratulate with, Naruto as, they were like walking back to the classroom. And unknown to them, Sakura is in the classroom with Sasuke because she asked him to stay back and talk when everyone's gone. But she doesn't know Naruto and Aruka's coming back. So, and even Anko's coming to the academy because she knows Naruto's there still. And she's going to tell Naruto about Sakura and, just try to warn him. But, let's go to Sakura's point of view first. Because we're not going to go to Anko. She's just basically walking towards the academy. But anyways, yeah, as Sakura's saying... Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Sasuke has been talking to Naruto. He has been friends. The massacre and the coup did not happen. He is very, happy. And, the relationship between the Uchihas and the Hidden Leaf Village are very, very, very good. They can go out, meet other people, and actually have, marry anyone in the village if they want to. Any Uchiha men or women can marry whoever they want. So, it's just, they will be, part of the clan of the Uchihas or anything else. So, basically, yeah. But anyways, as Sakura is telling Sasuke, Sasuke, I know I'm with Naruto, but I've been with him for 3 years. And he goes, yeah, you guys make a really good couple and all. I'm glad for you guys. And she just says, that's the thing. I've been trying to fight these feelings, trying to give Naruto a chance, but every single time I see you, my heart just starts beating really fast, and I just can't stop thinking about you. He goes, wait, Sakura, are you? And then she just runs up to him and basically kisses him on the lips, and that's when Naruto and Aruka open up the door to see Sakura kissing Sasuke. And Naruto can see Sasuke's eyes are in shock, and he's just not even focusing on, them. Sasuke's just looking at Sakura. But, let's go over to quick, Naruto's point of view with Aruka. As, Aruka's just telling him how good he's doing, and he'll treat him to Ichiraku ramens when he passes along with Sakura. As basically, what happens is, they hear Sakura, and Naruto hears her just saying all this. He goes, what? As basically, he then opens the door real quick to even see them kiss. Well, see Sakura kiss Sasuke, as his heart is just destroyed. It is broken and tears. The Nine Tails is just making mayhem inside of the cage. He sees Naruto putting everything he had. He was not messing with Naruto's chakra a lot, but he was messing with it to be average, and he has seen Naruto what he can do with it, and he has been training his body so much. It's like Naruto has been doing some push-ups, sit-ups, and actually working on his chakra control a lot more. He has been just trying a lot, and that's why Sakura did date him, because he was trying, and but she was basically getting Sasuke jealous. As when Sasuke pushes her away, as Naruto sees, as he just says, Sakura, why would you do that? You're with Naruto. And, but she says, why have you been talking to Naruto all this time? Were you jealous? He goes, no, Naruto's my friend. I would never try to steal his girlfriend. She goes, it doesn't matter. I love you, Sasuke. As she said, as Naruto just hears that just breaks him down even more, as tears start to roll down his face. And he goes, why, Sakura? As basically, Sakura turns around and Sasuke says, Naruto, it's not funny. And all of a sudden, Naruto just starts running. And Iruka says, Naruto! As basically, the Kyuubi's chakra is like, the Nine-Tails, when he get angry, he just, his chakra spikes. As Naruto, though, is running. He's running like he is a high-end Jonin right now. All you can see is just a blur. And he's just running out of the academy. He runs past Anko. As Anko notices that was Naruto. Well, he's bringing himself up to it, I should say. He's bringing him up to speed that has a high-end Jonin. As Anko, is a Ambu and high-end Jonin. As she sees this, as she runs in to the academy to see what was wrong. As basically, when she sees Iruka, she asks, Iruka, what happened? And then she sees Sakura and Sasuke. As Sakura's just yelling at her for what she did and all, and that now she ruined his friendship with his best friend and everything else. As Sakura is saying, like, so what? I mean, I love you. As Sasuke says, it doesn't matter. Besides, I liked someone else all this time. You didn't even notice. As Sasuke just storms off and just starts running. As Anko saw what Sasuke is saying, as she just says, that girl inside her head just starts running as fast as she can, pouring all her chakra into her leg muscles to just try and run towards Naruto before he does something stupid. But it's too late. Naruto, when he gets outside, away from the academy, he just starts going faster and faster and faster, unconsciously bringing chakra from the Nine-Tails and himself just out, and just starts blitzing out of the Hidden Leaf Village. Everyone who saw the cloud of dust was in shock to see. Well, shocked to even see that happen. It was like nothing they have ever seen. They don't know who it was. They don't know what happened, but Uncle's, gets to, he's already at the gate, and in the next 30 minutes or so, when Uncle gets there, he is far, already past, he's near the border, he's just halfway to the border of the fire, the land of fire. He is going to go, I'm going to have him go past it into an unknown area. But anyways, Anko says, darn it, I have to go tell Lord Danzo, the third Hokage. As basically, she goes over to Danzo. She tells Danzo. Danzo then goes over to her with the third Hokage, which Hiruzen is then told about Naruto. What up, everyone? It's just like I said in my last video. Weather changing, nose runs and throat gets a cough. So yeah, every single year. But anyways, they put out all the ninjas and all the Anbu just to try to look for Naruto, and they have a search party out for actually 24 hours, a whole entire day. But during that time, after say 5 hours later, Naruto has went past the border of the land of fire. He has gone into an unknown land that has been long forgotten, into a forest covered by mist. I know it's not in the Mist Village, it's just some unknown land that's been very long forgotten, so yeah. As basically Naruto finally, stops running, he just says, why? He's just been thinking of why Sakura all this time. He remembers everything that they have done together, what she said to him, all that. It was all a lie. He just feels like everything that they've done together was just for nothing. So, after, he calms down, catching his breath, he starts to look around and goes, wait, where am I? As, Naruto then hears two people's voices. He goes, as one says, huh, who knew he was going to come here? As then the other voice goes, yeah, I never suspected our reincarnation would actually come to our old home. As, he sees two people walking forward to him. And this is Ashura and Indira. As, Naruto says, what as he sees Indira with the Sharingan activated, and well, and Indira, just walking over, he's trying to think, wait, who are they? As Ashura says, all right, Naruto, look, this is gonna be very hard to understand, but you are basically our reincarnation. As Naruto goes, wait, what? Anyways, who are you guys though? And it's just like, Indira just says, my name is Indira. This is my brother Ashura. We are the son of the sage of six paths. We've been dead for a very long time, but because of my arrogance and my anger towards my brother, plus my lust for power, I decided to make a blood jutsu that will have me and my brother to be reincarnated to fight for many, many years. And so, after all of that, I lost the will to fight him. I finally gave up my anger, my rage towards him. I have basically, I wanted to be brothers again. So, my brother decided to share the reincarnation, his next reincarnation with me, instead of me becoming into another Uchiha. Naruto goes, wait, what? He goes, he does see that Sharingan. He goes, but aren't you a Uchiha? And, a Uchiha as, Indira says, I am the very first Uchiha, the creator of the Uchiha clan. As Naruto's eyes widen and his mouth is open a little, like just jaw dropped basically, as he goes, and because you are my reincarnation and not a Uchiha by blood, I had to, let's just say, use my vast knowledge of chakra control and jutsus to figure out a way while we were basically a part of your soul to change your DNA to at least be able to have my Sharingan. As Naruto's eyes are getting even bigger as he goes, wait, so all this time I have a Sharingan? As Indira nods his head. As he says, you have it activated right now, actually. As he goes, what? As basically, they use the water from the clouds to make a mirror. So that way Naruto can look into it. As he sees, he has, let's say the pain was a lot because he was going through a lot of stuff before he was with Sakura. So she was like his light. She was like that one person that he thought he could be with and always be himself and just have her always understand him. So that was like a lot, the girl that he wanted to be with for a very long time and all hurt him. That was like a lot of pain and misery that he went through and anger towards her that he kind of got the to Tomoe already. Okay, sorry, nose again. So yeah, anyways, so Naruto's just in shock by it. As he says, also, you are the nine-tailed, well, no, not Indra doesn't say it, Ashura says it. And he goes, oh, and plus, you're the nine-tailed fox Jinchuriki. As Naruto eyes, as he just looks at them in complete shock. And he says, yeah, that's why the villagers hated you for so long. As he rubs the back of his head, he goes, but hey, it doesn't really matter. As Naruto says, what do you mean? He goes like, well, did you notice the villagers were starting to see you as a person now? As he nods his head. And then he says, so, look, you shouldn't hate them, but we can't really tell that you hate somebody more than any villager could ever, any person could ever hate somebody. You don't want to kill that person though, right? As Naruto, thinking of Sakura as he clutches his fist though, as he just thinks a world without her would have been best, but then he rationalized it a little bit more. He says, no, I don't want her to die. I guess I'll just care for her as a person, just not as a friend or ally or girl to ever like again. As Indira says, that's the best way you can actually deal with this situation. But there's something else you gotta know. As Naruto goes, alright, what else? We're gonna train you to be able to use the Sharingan properly, and plus, get your chakra control even better than what it is now. And even control the Nine-Tailed Fox's chakra. And get your Mangekyo Sharingan. As Naruto goes, wait, what? There's a fourth stage to the Sharingan. You normally would have to kill your best friend or someone you hold close to you. But, and then you'll have to then take your brother's or sibling's eyes to, or someone that you consider a family, implanted into you. But after I got my Mangekyo, I never had to do that. So I figured out a way for you to not ever to have to kill somebody you care about. And so you'll be able to get your as Indra says, you'll be able to get your Mangekyo Sharingan by pure training alone, Naruto. As the wind did blow as when he said that, and he could feel this immense power coming off of both of them. As Ashura just smiles and goes, also, we're gonna get your taijutsu up and even make you learn how to actually use ninjutsus. Or just use chakra in general without using any hand signs. Because it's a lot more, let's say, potent that way than has Naruto just kind of in shock. But he says there's only a few of them that you'll be able to learn. Because most of the jutsus around this time period uses hand signs. And so, they actually do tell him that, he made the Senju clan, Ashura, so his reincarnations have, his reincarnation made the Senju clan. So basically, he knows some one style jutsus, and they do have information on it. So, they do tell that they did change him to actually be able to use all 5 chakra natures and combine the different ones into making new chakra natures. So, like, he can use wind release and all that. He can use storm release. He can even use ice release. He can just use anything. And plus, Naruto does ask, though, when will the training start? And next Indira and Ashura just snap their fingers as basically they see, as Naruto sees an old house in the fog, surrounded by nature and grass and vines, looking so old. As he says, we'll start it now, as they both say. As this goes on for 7 years. I mean, not 7 years. Sorry, 7 months. Naruto has awoken his third Tomoe. He had awoken the Mangekyo. He has learned that he can use Kamui, Amaterasu, Susanoo. And he's able to rewind time back. And let's just say, those are the only ones that he knows right now. But those are very good for his Mangekyo Sharingan. Alright? Okay, he even has released the 9 Tails. But when he was going to release, he has met his father. In which he's asked Naruto, what are you doing? As basically Naruto has the Sharingan out, and just looking at him goes, the 4th Hokage. Surprisingly, you're here. As the Nine-Tailed Fox just laughs, he goes, this is gonna be a treat. As he goes, Naruto, your eyes. How did you, as Ashura and Indira walks in, they have taught to the Nine-Tails, made sure that the Nine-Tails did not interrupt Naruto's chakra flow or interrupts it. As basically, his chakra flow and control, even his chakra just skyrocketed up. And people are gonna say, will he have like the Sage of the Six Paths powers? No, no. He will get it though from the Sage of Six Paths, which will be in Shippuden, like normal. But, but he's gonna meet him right here. So yeah, as basically as you know, Minato asks, "Who are you two?" As they say, Indra introduces himself and Ashura. As in this, you know, all of a sudden the Sage of Six Paths comes. As they both say, well, as Indra says, "Father," and shock as you know the Sage of Six Paths sees his son. He goes, "Indra." It's as Indra just runs over and runs and hugs his father as he apologizes for everything. He says so sorry. He should have never done all that. He should have been glad that his little brother was able to be recognized by you and everything else. He says he's so sorry, and your tears start to flow down his face as he pats his son and says, "It seems like you're back, my son." As he goes, "But why are you with Ashura's reincarnation?" As Indra says, "Our reincarnation." He goes, "What?" Ashura was able to share with me. We combined our souls together, basically. So, and that is why this child Naruto Uzumaki is has the Sharingan, not just any ordinary Sharingan. I showed him jutsus from Madara. One of my past reincarnations and his Sharingan. He actually has some of the abilities, at least one of the abilities of it. Not his blood, but one of his abilities and everything. As as Naruto waves high to the Sage of Six Paths, and he asks, "Though, why did you seal the Nine Tails within me for Hokage?" As he reveals that he is his father and everything else, and that Minato does have the key and all that though. So so then Naruto says, "Well, I was just gonna release it and just fight the Nine Tails." He goes, "But you're not. Are you even a Genin?" Or he goes, "Nope. I just know I can fight him now." So Ashura and Indra encouraged me to. So why not? As the Nine Tails says, "Yes, actually, I actually agreed to it too. So don't get in my way, for Hokage." As Indra, Ashura, and the Sage of Six Paths are gonna watch this along with Minato, which Minato does release the Nine-Tailed Fox Gate, as then Nine Tails, as a QB and Naruto fight. What he does, he just wrecks him. He just wrecks the Nine Tails easily with the Kamui and the Susanoo. He doesn't use Amaterasu, but he also used the God of Time ability, or yeah, I'm just gonna call it God Time, or not God Time. Rewind, as he rewinds time basically. As then, he learned some fire style jutsus, light style jutsus, water style jutsu, and earth style jutsu, and would release too. So hold on. So yeah, as Indra and Ashura are just amazed by this, as Naruto even was able to run up to him by going to the Susanoo and actually start fighting the Nine Tails with his own strength and all. And this goes on for at least 2 hours. Naruto is still, only. Well, he's turned 13 already. So, yeah, so he basically fights the Nine Tails, and the Nine Tails just gives up. He says he can't take no more because Naruto has been using devastation jutsus on him. And plus, he has also learned the Shadow Clone Jutsu. So, yeah, he has trained a lot with that too. He does not know the Rasengan. He just knows some basic water and lightning style jutsus. Well, the basics is all jutsus, but then they kind of show him the basics and then higher advanced jutsus. So, basically, he kind of knows that S rank jutsus. I'm not gonna say what are S rank jutsus. You can end this for right now, because I'm gonna reveal that later on. So yeah. Nah, not S ranked. He just knows the basics jutsus because they want him to learn on his own. But he did it more in a concentrated way where he did not use the hand signs. So it was pretty amazing. Ash, not Ashura. The sage of six passed thought, as he said, "You both trained this boy very well, my sons." He may be able to handle the power of the sage of six pass, but for right now, he's not ready. As just Minato is in shock. As basically Naruto says, "So, Kyubi, what's your name?" As Kurama, then Naruto says, "It's Kurama. Don't ever forget it, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze." As he nods, he goes, "We're dreaming it, partner." As they just bump fists. As basically Naruto's chakra reserves have gone exponentially higher. So let's just say he's past Jonin and Kage level right now. He is OP right off the bat. So after that, though, he has, after that whole entire interaction, his father, Minato said he was sorry for everything, but Naruto hugs his father and just says thank you for protecting me and all that, because he did explained it to him reason why and all that though. So yeah. So the Sage of Six Paths leaves, and Ashura and Indira says, "Now then, it's time for you to go back to the Hidden Leaf Village. You have to become a Genin now," as he nods. So Naruto opens up his eye because he was meditating. It is snowing. As he says, "Now then, let me go back home and see what has happened to them." As he remembers Sasuke and Sakura, as though he puts on a blindfold on him and just starts walking, because he always has the Sharingan activated even though he can turn it off. He just wants to have it on the way over there. So yeah, and it's the middle of November as he's walking, and then it comes to the second week of December when he arrives. He's worn clothing that has been ragged and torn and just absolutely dirty, as when he walks where he has been walking. When he gets back though to the Leaf Village, the guards there say, "Halt! Who are you?" As Naruto's hair grew longer. It looks similar to both Ashura and Indira. He has gone with their sort of hairstyle a little bit. He has kept it a bit, and plus it is, still yellow, but with black. His at the end, near the end of his hair, there's some black to it. So his bangs are black, and the back of his neck with his hair being long is black too, a little. Just where it's about to end. So it's yellow, then near the end it starts to go black. So yeah. As basically I says, "Hello there, you two. I'm back." As as both of them just run over to Naruto and just hug him, which surprises him, and he just says, "We're so glad you're right. We've been searching for you for 5 months now." Well, actually, 7. We're about to send out another search party after we find some warmer clothing. As Naruto says, and he bows and says, "I apologize for what I've done," as they know what happened. He says, "No." And they say, "No, it's alright, just never do that again, Naruto." He says, "I won't. I'll need to go check with the third Hokage, but I kinda smell, so can I go clean myself off real quick?" As they say, "Yes, actually. We'll go escort you to the hot spring real quick." As they said, "We'll get you a fresh pair of clothes." As it's, "Thank you." So, Naruto has been eating healthily, and he has grown a little bit taller, too, with all the training he has done. They have put him through physical training, and the training he went through was so immense that that's the reason why he activated his Mangekyo Sharingan. which was pretty amazing for him, the way he did it. Which was there was a band of like freaking rogue Joni, like high end Jonies, which Naruto went up against, and which was about 150. He did what Madara did to the freaking Shinobi Alliance. Well, I'm saying what he would do, and what Madara would do to the Shinobi Alliance. Naruto does that to all of them. He has literally taken their lives. Because it was just nearby, and these people have done. We're saying about they're gonna raid the next village nearby, which he had visited a couple of times, Naruto, and it was like a nice village. People were all kind there, so he was not gonna allow that to happen. That's why he killed them all. But he does feel regrets from it. He's not heartless. He still feels sorrow for what he did, and it just like needed to be done. That was it. So yeah. So after he goes to the hot springs, he gets all cleaned off and everything. He deactivates the Sharingan, takes off the blindfold, cleans himself off. When he comes out, they have like a spare clothing for him to put on. As he puts it all on and stuff, and then he goes over to the third Hokage. The third Hokage sees Naruto. As basically he runs over to hugs Naruto, and he says, "My boy, where have you been?" He goes, "In a land long forgotten, Gramps." He goes, "Well, I'm glad you're alright." As he kind of like feels Naruto's like shoulders, and then he just goes down to his arm. As Naruto goes, "This is kind of weird." And he goes, "Oh, sorry. It's just you're a lot more muscular since the last time I saw you." And he goes, "Yeah, it has been 7 months, and I trained my body to my absolute limits. So yeah, it's gonna happen." As well, not Hashira, as the third Kage says, "Yes, of course." So he does, like Naruto explains what happened to him and what he has done, and what he's able to do. Sort of, he doesn't tell him everything, but he does ask though, can he keep a secret along with the two ninjas which were at the gate, about it. As he says, "All right," as he then says, "And I mean, absolute secret." As he nods, and then he tells all the Anbu to leave. As Naruto has a very good sensory ability still because of lightning. I'm giving that, like, he's able to like sense electricity around, like the electricity in people's bodies, because he's constantly putting out low levels of chakra with his lightning, so that way he'll know everyone who's gonna attack him. So yeah, what happens? He does that as he goes over to the root ninja, and he basically, which was near a shelf, like a bookcase, as he just kind of just grabs them, gets the jutsu deactivated, and just asks, "Who are you?" He says, I'm part of the root ninjas for Danzo. I, I was just here to keep an eye on the third Hokage, like all the other moves." He goes, "Why?" As Naruto says, he's because Lord Danzo's been worried about him. That is all. I swear." As he goes, "I believe you." And he lets go as Danzo has told Haruza that he does have root ninjas coming over to keep an eye on him, just in case. So he says, "Naruto, thank you for telling me where he is," but as he says, Danzo has already told me that." He goes, "Alright. So, how much time do I have before the, Gending tests and all that?" And he goes, "About till next spring. So, December, January, March, April. So, 3 to 4 months? 5 actually?" He goes, "Yes, actually." He goes, "Alright, I'll be training." And he goes, "You need to go back to the academy." He goes, "Yeah, I know. I'm going there too, don't worry." So, Naruto, but then Haruka says, "Wait, Naruto." He goes, "What now? I just want to go back to my apartment." And he gives Naruto 7 months worth of rent and a little bit extra money. And he goes, "This is for the rent and a little bit extra money for yourself." He goes, Thanks, old man. Thanks, Gramps. You're the best. As you know, he runs all. He kind of opens up the window and says to the out of the third company's office and says, "See ya," and then he just jumps forward. Then he disappears. As Harusa thinks Naruto is very different now. He has to learn. He has to understand what happened to him. Oh wait, no. He did not tell him the secret. Yeah. My bad, guys. I forgot that. But before he leaves and all, he tells Harusa that he knows who his father is. He knows who his mother is. Well, he knows who his father is. Oh no. Wait, Minato would tell him about his mother, Kushina. So yeah, he knows about Kushina too. As Harusa goes, how? He goes, I fought the Nine Tails. As Harusa goes, wait, what? How did you? As Naruto make his Sharingan activate, as Harusa is in shock, as he was in his chair as he basically falls out as the two guards run over to Harusa and picks him up as they see the Sharingan. As he goes, Naruto, how? As basically that they see the Mangekyo, which is a combination of Madara, Indira, and the Nine Tails' eyes. Which, Indira asked the Nine Tails if he could, have Naruto have a look of it, as he says, of course. So yeah. So basically, as he says, that's the thing. I'm not a Uchiha. You can say that. But there is something that you need to know. I am the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Path Sons, Indira and Ashura. As the next, they see the images, both of them, like this, as they see the Sharingan, which Indira has took the form of Naruto Sharingan, and the Mangekyo, which is forming right now, as they're in shock. As he goes, and then he deactivates it, he goes, so, that is why I want you to keep a secret. Alright? As he says, of course, Naruto, as they all three of them say, he goes, alright. And then, he starts to walk out, and that happens. So, yeah. So, he gets there, he pays the guy for 7 months worth of rent and all that. As he takes half of it, and he tells Naruto to keep it, the rest of it for himself, because he needs to buy probably more food and stuff for himself now. As he says thanks to the guy. So we're, skipping into the next day, where Naruto walks into class, and everyone sees him. He's not wearing his traditional clothing with the, orange jacket and all that. He's wearing more of a black and red outfit, which it was like in the middle of the afternoon when he came back, so he bought something. It was just black and red, a couple new clothing and all that. But he still would wear, but he will wear the orange jacket once in a while. So yeah, as Sasuke sees him, as he runs over to Naruto, he says, Naruto, is that you? He goes, yeah, Sasuke. Come on. Have you gotten me for 7 months? He goes, no, never. Look, I did not. And then he just puts a hand on Sasuke's shoulder. He goes, Sasuke, I know. Don't worry. Seriously. Just look. I'll help you get with the girl you like, and then we can talk about it more. And he goes, alright. It's good to have you back, Naruto. As Naruto says, yeah, it's sort of good to be back, just not in this classroom. As he's looking at Sakura, as she's seeing Naruto, his eyes look like just pure hatred towards her. She's the only one who feels the bloodlust and death he's pouring near her. And she's sweating at this. Her father and mother were upset when they heard about what happened to Naruto, what she did. They did talk to her for a while, but then they did, and she's want to apologize, but now that she looks at Naruto, she doesn't even think she can even apologize to him. She betrayed him, and he gave in to hate only towards her and not the village. As basically Hiruzen said that Naruto knows the secret to everyone in the village. he even went to the council and they said how he tells how. Hold on, everyone. Sorry. All right, so you know, Hiruzen has told the council that Naruto is back and that he knows that he was the nine-tailed fox Jinchuriki. As they say, how? As Hiruzen just makes up a lie saying that he found out after from the 7 months he's been gone. He said that he was in a dire situation and the nine-tailed fox helped him. So they have been somewhat communicating and working together to survive for this long. As Danzo just says to Hiruzen, this says, Hiruzen, tell everyone the hidden leaf that he knows. But does he hate everyone here? He goes, it didn't look like it to me. As Hiruzen says, he goes, then he only must hate that girl, Sakura Haruno. As some people, as the other like two council members, the old man and the old man and the woman that was with Hiruzen, go like, what? Why would you want that? But he goes, Naruto Uzumaki knows the secret. It looks like if we don't treat him right now, he may attack us later, and I do not want that to happen. I said, well, we could just try to seal, as then Hiruzen says, no. Enough. Only Uzumaki can tame the Nine Tails. He knows. We can't stop him from telling anyone. So basically, they have all the Anbu members to basically put out flyers, and then they go to the academy, as they say, Naruto Uzumaki, all the council members knows about the secret of who you are. Well, that you know the secret. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I forgot that Hiruzen even told that he knows who his father and mother is. As Danzo smiles and says, finally, the savior of the village is going to be known. So yeah, so everyone knows now that he knows, and people are shocked about who Naruto is. And all, and yeah, right away, Naruto's going to be OP right away, so it doesn't matter what agency he uses, it's just, he has a good amount of chakra, and he'll, watch Kakashi Sensei. He'll see Kakashi and Guy fight, and he'll learn some of, Kakashi's jutsus. So, yeah. But anyways, enough of that. As, the Anbu tells him, he goes, alright, everyone, listen up. As everyone sees him, as he just gets all serious, goes, I have a few things to tell you. One, about the Nine Tails. The Nine-Tailed Fox was not killed. You cannot kill a being of pure chakra. If you do kill it, it'll just reform a couple years later. As then, asks, what do you mean? Does that mean the Nine-Tailed Fox was sealed away within somebody? He goes, yes. The full power of the Nine-Tails can only be attained by a Uzumaki child. Or, normally the tailed beasts are put into a child that is a newborn. But the Nine-Tail specifically can only be held by a Uzumaki. As in, some people gasp, and Shikamaru says, no way. He goes, yep, Shikamaru, I am the Nine-Tailed Fox Jinchuriki, the savior of this village. And the one who put it inside of me was the fourth Hokage, and my mother was the former Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. But my father was named Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage. As everyone is in shock by this, and Sakura is thinking she was dating the most powerful person in the village, and she just ruined her chance. As Sasuke goes, no way, my best friend is basically the most powerful person in this village. And Naruto says, chakra wise, yes. Jutsu wise, no. But hey, it doesn't matter. As they say, his serious expression went to just like the goofball Naruto look that they all know. As basically, he goes, but, don't treat me like I'm royalty or anything. I just thought you guys should know. As basically he put his hand behind his head and just rubbed it. But anyways, Ruka, can we get back to the lesson? As Naruto, he does say you have to stay back to class, and Says, yeah, I know, learned everything for the past 7 months. Let's just get this started and all. As basically, Naruto's grades were basically Fs or minimum Ds. They went up to Bs, and now he's getting like A's. So, after class, he did all 7 months paperwork and a flat. Well, not in a flash, but basically, Shadow Clones helped out. So yeah, he read everything, did the work, and done. As Iruka was like, "How did you go multi Shadow Clone Jutsu?" As he goes, "Uh, uh, wow." He goes, "Yeah, it helps out." So yeah, Iruka, and basically that he body flickers away, which Iruka is in shock. So let's just say a couple months pass. 3 months pass, the next thing you know, he sees Kakashi and Guy Sensei fight on the training grounds. Because he was going to go there and train himself because it's on a weekend. What happens is, though, um, is this. Guy and, says, alright, Kakashi, let's have one epic battle as for my eternal rival. As not Sasuke. As, Kakashi says, alright, let's go. As basically, Naruto sees them fight with the taijutsu, as he's thinking, that's pretty cool. But then he sees the lightning style jutsus that Kakashi is using, as basically he activated his Sharingan to copy movements if he ever needed to keep it in his head, and plus the Sharingan, and plus the jutsus and all that. As he sees it, and he goes, that's pretty cool. And basically, even Kakashi used a Shidori, and he used lightning wolves and lightning chains. Then he even used a water dragon and water bullets, earth wall, mud wall, earth bullets or mud bullets. So he's gonna learn wind techniques from the library too. So basically, Naruto got what he needed, and he's gonna go train it later. He'll just go to the library next. And, he goes to the library, he learns some wind jutsus and all that. And, Hiruzen kind of comes over and gives Naruto some highly advanced chakra control and, element control. So he actually wants to see what's Naruto's chakra nature, as basically he then has all the elements right away, as Hiruzen's in shock. He goes, you have all 5 chakra natures? And he goes, yep. Comes in handy when you're the reincarnation of both of the stage of 6 path sons, which one is was the person who made the Chiha, and the one who made the Senju. As Haru's eyes widen even more, he goes, I did not realize that. He goes, yeah, I mean, he started it all, and then his family made the Senju clan. So basically, one of the reincarnation could make, would release. As he says, Hashirama? He goes, yep. And he goes, as Haru's thinking, this Naruto is a god of ninjas now. So yeah, wait, hold on everyone. Alright, I'm back everyone, sorry about that. But yeah. So after everything, I spent a couple hours in the library. He's walking back home as he meets a certain person. A woman with purple hair and, wearing the same outfit that she would in the same jacket as she would in the canon anime. As he goes, huh? Hey! As he runs over to her and, he says, wait, hold on. Sorry, there's something on my screen. And he goes, hey! And, she, looks back, she goes, oh, Naruto, is it? And he goes, yeah, long time no see. It's been 3 years? And she says, yeah, 3 years. How have you been? He goes, I've been good. I mean, I'm not dating no girl no more. She just used me and all. So, I never really broke up with her, but me running away from her and finding out that she said she liked somebody else and she was only using me. Yeah. That's a sign of we're done. As she goes, as Anko says, I'm sorry to hear that. And he goes, it's no biggie. Well, it is, but at the same time, I hate her and I don't want to be around her. So let's just hope I never am on a team with her. Yeesh. She goes, yeah. So, you want to go get something to eat or something? He goes, I grab something to eat. Beef or Ichiraku ramen? As she says, yeah, ramen. He goes, yes, ramen! With his fist up in the air, and she just laughs at it. So basically, they walk over to Ichiraku ramen. They have a bowl of ramen. You know, they chat. She starts laughing at some of the jokes he makes, even about like something about Sakura being such a useless girl. He doesn't even know why he even was even in love with her at all. Has basically, she laughs at that, and so after that, they go on separate ways, and we skip all the way to the final day of the academy. Naruto has learned way more jutsus. His chakra control is S rank, so past Kage level. His jutsus he has learned is basically a good variety. So I want to keep you guys in the mystery of it. So, yeah, but he does know Shidori and all that, and like I said, the lightning blade. I mean, Shidori, lightning chains, lightning wolf. And plus he has learned about the lightning substitution jutsu and all that. And so, it's water bullet though and wind blade, earth wall, and fireball jutsu. Great fireball jutsu, fire dragon jutsu. Fire dragon ball jutsu, great fireball dragon ball jutsu, and inferno fireball jutsu, and just a wide end spread. So yeah, he knows that. He knows those. Alright, so what happens is Naruto is asked to basically show some kunais and shurikens over. As you notice, though, there's a little bit of someone tampered with them. As basically he says, Iruka, someone's tampered with these. As basically he throws it over to, he hands them over to Iruka, as Iruka throws them, and he says, as they don't stick, he goes, yeah, they were. Here, Naruto, use mine. As he says, thank you. As Naruto just he doesn't even look. He just has his eyes supposed to just flick his wrist basically with ease, and all of a sudden, all the kunais just go into the targets, bullseyes. All of them, all the targets, bullseyes. So it's like they're all shocked about it, and then for the Ren test, he knows that there was a genjutsu on it. He knows that there's something was wrong, and he kind of just did like a release on it. See, and he realized something, like some of the questions were changed with genjutsu. That was it, only like a few, not a lot. And it's all Mitsuki's thing doing so. Yeah, he's just doing that, and then he gets all the correct answers. As then, next combat portion. Sasuke Uchiha versus Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Naruto has taken the Namikaze name, and plus he decided to basically go into the Namikaze house before the Genin test. So 3 days later, and he hasn't gotten any he's gonna get some scrolls for sealing. I'm not gonna make it 2 OP. So yeah, he's gonna just learn some sealing jutsus. All right, okay. So basically though, Sasuke, what happens is Naruto just blitzes towards Sasuke, and all of a sudden he's already outside the circle. And Naruto goes sorry about that, Sasuke. And Sasuke goes, it's alright. Okay. Whew. So, and then Naruto says, so, ask out the girl. He goes, wait, what? Ask out your girl. The girl that you like, Sasuke. He goes why? He goes, well, I wanted to make a bet with you, but at the same time I didn't. So, just ask out the girl you like. And basically, he walks over to Ino, And he just asked her out. And she said yes. And Sakura goes, wait, what? And instead he says, Naruto just smiles at it. Or his best friend. And then that's it. Sakura's basically upset. And basically, Iruka says, serves you right. In his head, basically, about Sakura. So yeah, so after that, Naruto pass. Because he says he can do a clone jutsu or the shadow clone jutsu. He wants to have a shadow clone he can make, and he says we're gonna have to go outside then. As basically he says he can make probably 1,000,000 or two, as Aruka doesn't believe it though, but he says, remember I'm the ginger. He goes, okay, yeah, now I forget that sometimes. So he makes about at least 150 shadow clones. He goes, alright, you pass. And he just gives him the headband right away. And Mitsuki doesn't even do anything. Like, he doesn't, say nothing. Like, he didn't have a chance to even say nothing. Baruka kind of already knew about Mitsuki tampering with it, as he did kind of gave a message to the third Hokage, as Nambu come over here and arrest him, Mitsuki, so yeah. But Mitsuki, before they could arrest him, he tries to go attack Naruto, as Naruto just makes hand signs as Kakashi is going by, as Naruto activates the Sharingan, as most people see it, as it basically, Naruto just runs over and says, Shidori! And just puts his hand right through Mitsuki's chest. Because Mitsuki says, I'm gonna kill you, your tail, the QB, I'm gonna kill you, Naruto. And basically he just stabs his hand through Mitsuki's chest still, and he goes, you can't kill somebody like me. As you, oh, do you have the Sharingan? As basically, he says, as he just rips out his hand, and he says, I'm the reincarnation of both Ashura and Indira, of the Sage of Six Path Sons. As everyone can just see them, including the Sharingan, which Naruto then makes the Mangekyo, which then it matches with Indira. As everyone just senses this power, as that's insane. And Kakashi's thinking, how was he able to do that so easily? And so, as Sasuke goes, how do you have the Sharingan? As he says, didn't you hear me? He goes, huh? Indira was the first ever Uchiha, Sasuke. As his eyes widen, so he goes, wait, that means not by blood, by DNA wise. I don't have to be a Uchiha to have these eyes. But by blood, it's mostly by DNA. So basically, when they told me already about it during that 7 months, and they trained me. So I'm pretty much I'm half Uzumaki. I am basically Namikaze and Uzumaki and a little bit of a Uchiha. By DNA wise, not by blood. Well, DNA is blood, so actually, yeah. Weird. They just mess up my DNA to have Uchiha blood. So yeah, that's what Naruto thinks. But in reality, it's on Kushina's side. She never unlocked the Sharingan, but it was actually a, Uzumaki and a person with the Sharingan back in the day had a one night stand, and he, well, that's what the woman thought. Hold on, yeah, okay, so, but it turns out years later, they had a kid 9 months later, and it was a Uchiha slash Uzumaki, which was actually had the red hair instead of the black hair. So, yeah. And it was part of Kushina's bloodline. So, yeah. I mean, that's how I wanted Naruto to think, but he'll find out later that it was actually on his mother's side that had the Sharingan and she never knew. So, yeah, Kushina was technically the first ever Uzumaki to ever have the Sharingan. Well, amongst her anyone else. So it was always passed down through generations on her side. So yeah. And that's why Indira and Ashura could be working together be a part of Naruto. But anyways, after that, Naruto, you know, just says it could also have been one of my parents could have had it along the line, but never knew. But he doesn't know for sure. And Sasuke, alright, I understand that. But it's kind of cool that you already have, why doesn't, he says the Mangekyo. He goes, wait, as Itachi already told him about the Mangekyo Sharingan, as he says, yeah, I have it. I unlocked it. And it's a combination between Indira's Mangekyo, Madara's Mangekyo, and plus the Nine-Tailed Fox's eyes. As that shocks everyone. And Kakashi's thinking, no way. And then Sasuke just asks, what can you do with it? And then he just says, okay, think of a number, tell me, and then I'll tell you. And he says, alright, 5. And he goes, huh? How did you? He goes, I can rewind time. I call that ability rewind. And then next he says, there's the Susanoo, the Matarasu, and Kamui. And he goes, what? He goes, let me explain. As Naruto makes a swirl around his eye, a swirl starts to form, and then he goes then comes right back. And then he tells him to try to hit him, as basically Sasuke tries to, and then he phases right through. He goes, yeah. Kamui's kind of OP. And he goes, man, Naruto, just when I thought you couldn't get any cooler. And he goes, come on, Sasuke, you're better than me. He goes, no, I'm not. I'm still working on getting my Sharingan. He goes, well, how about this? Me, you, Itachi, fight. See who's better. He goes, alright. Since we got a couple of days until we gotta get our senseis, he goes, okay. So, as everyone passes, Sakura isn't shocked. Kakashi goes over to the third Hokage, and the third Hokage already knew about it. And he goes, what? You already knew about it? He goes, yes, he told me when he came back. He goes, but he also copied my move, the Chidori. He goes, yes, Naruto has all 5 chakra natures and would release, as, that's pretty shocking to Kakashi. Hold on, everyone. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah, I'm back. But anyway, so, after that, he, I say, that day, 2 days later, Naruto comes over to the Uchiha compound, as he's having the Sharingan out, as basically, when he gets over to Sasuke's house, he tells him about it. And so they do a DNA test, which they have in the Uchiha facilities, as they tell him that it's on his mother's side, really. As he goes, what? Your mother was a Uchiha, which was weird. And strange, she never showed it, as, Sasuke's mother tells him. And he goes, alright. So he then shows them that he has a Mangekyo, as then they said, but you're gonna go blind. He goes, I'm the Jinchuriki, and I'm kind of the reincarnation of Ashura Indira. No, he doesn't tell them. He just says that when he's trying to intimidate people. But yeah, anyways though, he just says, I'm not gonna go blind. He goes, why? He goes, I just have a funny feeling. So Naruto trains with Itachi. He learns Tsukunomi, and he then scenes Shino. Wait, I need to figure out his name. Okay, he means Shinsui, and then he tells him about his Sharingan, and they show him his Genjutsu, as Naruto feels it, and it's just he kind of gets to understand it. So he tries it out, and surprisingly, he gets it, but he's gonna have to train it both with Tsukuyomi and Kato Matsuomi. I'm just gonna Kato. Kato. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it that. As basically he has the most 2 powerful genjutsus right now. So yeah. So basically, he gets the picture taken. He meets Konohamaru. And Konohamaru just, he just basically just looks at Naruto, and Naruto just says, sup. As you know, after he fell, he goes, "Hey, did you laugh at me?" He goes, and then he just said, "Sup?" He goes, "Huh?" He goes, "And no, I did not laugh at you. You're Konohamaru, the third Hokage's grandson, and you're trying to kill him just because you want to try to get respect. Yeah, kid. If you kill your grandfather, that's murder, and murder ain't good. And two, who would respect a kid who killed his own grandfather just for respect? It's childish. Here's the thing: if you want to become Hokage, hard work, blood, sweat, and tears." And give everyone respect. That's how you become the third. That's how you become a Hokage. So train really well, even crazy to break your body to the point to exhaustion and go beyond that. As basically says those to the third Hokage, well, see ya, and he just leaves. And Konohamaru just inspired by Naruto now, just by that, just using Taku no Jutsu. So yeah. So when his teacher comes, he says, "Let's get a training right away." As he looks over at Naruto, and he just smiles and says, "Thank you for helping the third Hokage's grandson. I mean, thank you for helping young Konohamaru, Naruto Uzumaki, Namikaze." So yeah, Naruto, does look over at the Fire Rising Thunder God, and then there's like scrolls of what his father and the Sealing Jutsus are, stuff for his mother too. As he kind of sees it, he learned some basic Sealing Jutsus like Paralyzation, Thunder Sealing Jutsu, Fire Sealing Jutsu, Space Time Sealing Jutsus to basically carry weapons on him at all times. As then he tries to work on his like the 3-prong kunai with the mark, so that way he's able to use the Fire Thunder God from his father. But he's gonna work on that while after he does a couple of missions, or while he's waiting to go to his sensei. So yeah, that's what he does all day in the Namikaze house. Like he's able to go there and back to his apartment. So yeah, I mean he goes there. And, the apartment is more like his home until he actually gets a family. Until he's older, he'll live in his apartment, and but he's able to go there and visit, and So yeah, so the day of the senseis he meets, the team though it's gonna be different. It's for Team 7. Ino, Sasuke, and Naruto. As Naruto just smiles at this, he goes, "Good. I don't have to see that pink hair Konoichi anymore." Sakura, I don't know. As Sasuke looks at him, he goes like, "Man, you really hate her." He goes like, "I despise her." As Naruto says, and Sakura was like sitting in the same seat near him. She heard that, and she's upset. So yeah, so everyone gets their senseis. Sasuke replaced Ino, so yeah, everyone gets their senseis. Then we for Kakashi. Kakashi comes, and he says meet on the roof in 5 minutes or 10, and don't be late. As Naruto kind of just tells everyone just hold on to him. He's just gonna do something real quick, which is Kamui. So he uses Kamui, and boom, he's on the roof. As Kakashi goes, "Wow," but he goes, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." So they go through their dreams and goals and stuff. Sasuke is different. He wants to become the Hokage, well, the right hand man to the Hokage, that's his goal. His dream is to help out his friend. Is just saying her goal became true, and now her dream is to make him happy. She looks over at Sasuke, and it's him help out a certain somebody to find a better girlfriend than a certain pink hair Konoichi. And she looks over at Naruto, as Naruto says, "My dream is to make everyone in this village to respect me, not by fear, but by me being very helpful to everyone. And my goal is to become the Hokage of this village." As and then he says, "Just like my father, Minato Namikaze." As Kakashi's eyes widen, and he goes, "Well, yeah, you should know, Kakashi. Everyone knows." And he goes, "Yeah, I know, but still. And why are you two not shocked?" He goes, "Oh, he told us already. Boo came in and told him he could tell us." So yeah, we know. As Kashi just says like, all right. Anyways, let's all right, meet me at the training ground tomorrow, and don't eat nothing, you'll puke. And Naruto says, all right. As so after that, they leave. Naruto just goes back to the compound of well his house that he would have lived in, the Namikaze house, and just kind of learns wind jutsus. He learned Wind Dragon, Wind Bolt. Well, he already knew Wind Bullet, Wind Blade. Um, I don't know. I'm just saying like gust of the four winds, and basically just him blowing air out of his mouth, and it's a big, just it blows anything. It can destroy like trees out of the ground easily. So yeah, I'm not gonna remember these names very much. I think, but I'll try to. But anyways, after he learns that, and then he does a couple more sealing jutsus. He's only at rank 1 sealer, but he he's basically just trying to get the basic sound mostly as he's like going up. So yeah. So after that, it's like the next day, and they have to face Kakashi, and he gets there earlier than everyone else. He just waits. Comes, Sasuke comes to get. They both come together, as then they just say, "Where's Kakashi?" And Naruto says he's gonna be late again. I think. Like, oh great, but he actually comes in there after only like 25 minutes later. He comes, and basically, hold on one. That's my phone. So yeah. So what happens is, Kakashi says normally this teamwork, this lesson's gonna be about teamwork and battles, but since well, we have two people who can use the Sharingan, and one of them has a Mangekyo, I think I should take this fight a little bit seriously. As Naruto says, yeah, you should. As Sasuke grins and told what Naruto knows, as she even grins, and then he just says, all right. As he takes off his opens up to show his Sharingan, which Sasuke is surprised as Naruto just activates his to the Mangekyo. It says, huh, someone gave you that Sharingan, huh? Kakashi says yes. It was a present from an old friend, and he says. Naruto just says probably around the Third Great Shinobi War. He goes, basically Kakashi nods. As Sasuke goes, whew, okay, that's good to know that. He says that mentally because he just says if my family find out, or they do probably know that, but who knows. So what happens is, wait, hold on, I'm just gonna eat my dinner. Hold on, guys. Alright, I'm back. But, yeah, so, Naruto says, so we just gotta beat you, take the bells, and then that's it? He goes, yeah, and he goes, alright. And then he says, Kaito, or Koto. I think it's Koto, yeah, it just says Koto. Koto, Koto. As, Kakashi looks in his eyes, and then the genjutsu just happens. And he can't break through, so basically, he just gets knocked out. And basically, Naruto takes the bells, cuts one in half, gives it to and the other half to Sasuke. And then he just has his whole one and goes, we win. As they all laugh and high-five each other. As a few minutes later, Kakashi, wakes up. He's tied off to the post, as they're kind of, they waited like a couple hours, not a few minutes. It was a couple hours, so like around lunch, basically. So Kakashi's tied up to the post. And he goes, "All right, why am I like this?" As they're like eating their lunch, he goes, "Oh, easy. I use a genjutsu with my eyes. Kind of easy actually." And basically like that. As he goes, "Huh. Who taught you that?" He goes, "Oh, Shitsui Uchiha, and also Itachi Uchiha told me about Tsukiyomi." So yeah, which his eyes widened. He was like, "Oh, want some lunch?" And basically he has all of his food, and he goes, as his stomach growls, he goes, "Sure," but he doesn't want no one to, He goes, "Oh, but I'm gonna have to take off your mask just to give you it. I don't want to untie you because he may hit me." He goes, "I won't. I'm your sensei. You guys passed, and also thank you for not leaving me to starve." And he goes like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." As then he gives off the same speech about failing them, abandoning somebody. Failing the mission means you're trash, but abandoning somebody means you're less than trash. As then Naruto kind of feels like Sakura abandoned him, so yeah, he's glad though she is gone, and he just says, "I already know somebody in this village who is trash." As Kakashi heard about it, he goes, "Yes, that's why I asked her not to be on this team, personally." And he says, "Thank you, Kakashi." So he says, "Alright, starting in a couple of days, we're gonna be doing our first B mission together, so alright everyone, dismiss." Yes, sweet. Naruto just says, and just that's the end of this video. I do hope you guys enjoy it. I tried to make it long. I wanted to give up a lot, just have a lot of things happening. This next one is gonna be the Zabuza fight on the bridge and everything else. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice day, night, wherever you are. Be safe, everyone. Bye.